Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another Tuesday night watch talk. I am joined by my good friend Dib. How are you, Dib?
I'm
The
doing well.
freshly shaved Dib. Looking
Yeah,
good.
I shaved a couple of days ago, last week, I think.
Get out of here. You just shaved this
No,
morning. What are you
hold
talking
on.
about?
No. Saturday or Sunday. Yeah,
Okay, it was
yeah,
probably Sunday night.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because like, your beard grows in pretty quickly, my friend. I thought anyway, what what are you wearing on wrist, my friend?
Wearing the PAM 177 on
Oh,
a Nick
very,
Yankee
very nice.
strap.
Yeah, yeah. How do you like that Nick Mackey strap?
It's actually good.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
ordered three more.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
it's just
Takes a
that
while.
it takes a while.
Yeah.
So as soon as his ordering book opened up on the first,
Yeah.
I put in like three straps.
Yeah, I
They're good.
haven't. Yeah, I gotta try it. My Pam on a Nick Mankey. I have the 176, and I really love how it looks and feels on a rubber strap. Now, I have a OEM black Panerai strap, and they get pricey, right? I mean, they get pretty expensive.
Mhm.
I have a green one that is a knockoff that I found on Etsy. Looks great, you know? I mean,
Yeah, my issue is I don't have a lot of wrist
mm,
estate.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
the Nick Mankey
Like,
strap
works
keeps
better.
it, manageable. Like if I
Yeah,
if I wear it on the stock rubber strap, it just looks too big. It's already
yeah,
pretty big.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I have a Nick Mankey, our buddy Chaz. He gifted me one a while ago, and I kind of fit it into my GP. My GP has 19 millimeter lug width, but I was able to fit a 20 in there, and it fits great. It fits great. Like you gotta. There's like a little bit of learning curve with the clasp or the buckle, whatever it is. But after that, I mean, it's pretty easy and it feels great. It feels great on wrist. Hey, I got something that came in today, and it is the Seiko SPB 107. This is the collaboration with Toppers, um, Seiko, and one of the co-founders of the collective.
Collective, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is a collective watch,
No, it isn't.
but
But
he was one of the founders, right? And it's very very cool. I have an SBDC 085 that is very similar to this, except for it has like a blue kind of like a. I mean, I know it's not a fume dial, but it kind of it has that effect. But it's like redundant now. Like this one I'm gonna keep. I'll probably end up selling the other one, even though I like it a lot. But it's basically practically the same watch. But this is really really cool. Love the coloring. This black dial. It's very very black, and the slightly creamy white creamy tones of the indices just makes it look really really cool. And it's one of the better blackout watches that I've ever owned or seen in person. So really really excited about it. And yeah, I thought it was like a good snag when I snagged it up. Hey, let's say hello to the chat, and then maybe we talk about some ethics in YouTube content creation. Dib, maybe. Um, let's say hello here. Hey, Chaz from the Berg is here, and he is first. Welcome, Chaz. Bill K is here. Bruno, hey Bruno, how you doing? Wilson's here. Hey, Bruno picked up the Hamilton khaki quartz today. Very nice. Need a grab and go. Awesome. Quartz is the way to go for a grab and go, right? James Duffy is here. Hey James, how are you? Rick on Watches is here. Maison One, morning folks. I'm wearing my 50 Fathoms. Loving this watch more and more. Yeah, great watch for sure. Hey, Kevin S is here. Teach is here. Justin strapped in. James, he's wearing his Creedor G BBE 980 on tonight. Very, very nice. Hey, Dan's here. Dan is on the road, and hopefully he's listening in this evening. Marceau is here. Hey, Marceau, what is up? Greg G is here. Greg S, I'm sorry. How you doing, Greg? Joey B. Joey B, what is up, my friend? Brownie's here. How you doing, Brownie? Caliber, hello, sir. Welcome, welcome this evening. Joey B wearing his Pam 111. If I knew everybody was wearing their Pams, I would have put it on tonight. Um, it looks like a teenager. Yeah, I mean, sure, sure, I could see
No.
that. Yeah, maybe like 19, 20. I wouldn't say like, 15, but like maybe 19, 20-year old back in his college days. I wonder how you must have looked really, really young when you came to college. Um,
Uh, Here in the US,
sure. Yeah, I mean that was a little while ago now.
yeah, this will be my 10th year in
Yeah.
August.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you go undergrad here? Or did
No,
you
no,
was it
grad program.
grad program? Gotcha. Mez9 is here. What is Mez9? How you doing? Yeah, Dib again. Love it. Of course. Oh, what's up, Amin? Amin with the beard emoji. Okay. Nate Dogg is here. How you doing, Nate Dogg? Um, Greg S is the Swami and the disciple. All right. All right. DB Cooper. Tell him hello, bye. Hello, Bay. Hello, Bay. Hello, Bay. Okay. Ken Sphere.
Bhai means brother. So
Ah, okay. Um, Ken Sphere is checking in from Pittsburgh. Um, Anonymous Watch Guy. What's up, Watch Beats? What's up to you, sir? Hey, Chris is here. How you doing? Chris Thorn Luxury Bazaar. Yo, what's up, guys? Below a lunar pilot tonight. Very nice. Canadian Watch Monkeys here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Got a good crowd this evening. Romy 360 wearing his mighty Tag Heuer Aquagraph 500-meter chronograph on his wrist. Wow. Um, let's see here. Let's find some. Hey, underachieving watch collector. Elizabeth Grant blew the lid off in Borealis, and we will talk about Elizabeth. I caught that video today. Hey, Anish. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Wilson is wearing his Explorer 2 Polar. Jared's here. Evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Random Ron Limited Edition Borealis on wrist tonight. Um, where is Gary? Caliber is asking. Where is he? Navy Blue Monster. Hey, buddy. GS SB GH 201. Is that the three-hander dib with the creamy dial?
yes,
Yeah, that's a manual, right?
no,
No,
high
okay.
beat.
High beat, right?
H represents a high beat.
There you go. We should have a master class hosted by you and Sanjay, and basically breaking down the reference, the model numbers, and what they mean. Because, I mean, yeah, of course, now you mention it, of course that makes sense, high beat. What would be manual? Would it be an M?
Manual, you have the SBGK,
Mm,
then you have the SBGY. So it's not segregated based on like manual movement. Like for
okay,
example, SBGA, A's are usually spring drives.
okay,
So
okay.
there's a method to the madness, but I don't remember how how it's categorized. I know a
Gotcha.
little bit, not as
Yeah.
much as Sanjay.
Yeah, but I think pulling the two of you together would make a very interesting. Joey B. Hey, underachieving. Gotta love Liz Grant credit for that one. Um, looks like Dib's younger brother. Hey, if Mac talks, Ivy Mac talks here. Hey, Maribel, let's get down from here. Sorry, guys. Um, BJ's here. How you doing, BJ? Rob Mountain Standard Time. Nah, don't worry about it. He's got his Pam 111 on today. Wow. KR Joy is here. How you doing? Um, Bruno took a break from watching Apocalypse Now, a director's cut. 3.5 hours. Captain Willard says hello. Oh boy. Hey, Wayben's here. Hey, Wayben. Good to see you. Um, let's see here. Sorry, guys. I am. Hey, Hobby Bobby Booey is here. Good to see you. Um, Ivy Mac talks. He's got his Casio AQ 800E 1AEF tonight. I'm not really sure which one that is. I gotta be honest with you. Uh,
You just nod and look like you know it.
yeah. Bruno said, "Let me know when you do the Seiko numbers show so I can tune out and watch paint dry." Okay.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
All right, you got it. Hey, Peninsula P is here. Mr. Casio, what is up? Good to see you. Yeah, it wasn't Wayne. It was Mirabelle. Sorry, sorry, Wilson. That's the other cat that we got. Um, a lot of chat going on here. Okay, great. Anyway, so we somebody in the chat alluded to just before an interesting video came out from a I guess I mean I really don't I'm not really familiar with Elizabeth.
They wanted
Um,
all
sorry, um, but apparently she's new on the scene, and I assume she creates content, watch content, and whatnot. And she put out this video today of brands and content creators and uneasy relationship, and she basically was breaking down a communication that she had with a brand that offered her some compensation, of one being a watch, for her to do a review on that watch, any watch on in their catalog. I think they gave her a link or something like that to pick the watch, but they had like right of refusal or final say like on what can be done. They wanted to see it before. They wanted some of her uncut video to use for whatever purposes they wanted to use for, and some other terms. And she kind of blew the whistle on this one, right? She blew the whistle on this, and possibly on other YouTubers who may have some of these agreements set up when they do some of these reviews that we all are watching. And then she pointed out a video by Average Joe who kind of like dismantled a little bit Borealis. He had the similar experience according to his video with the brand Borealis, and then she ended up saying that it was Borealis. Dib, let me ask you a question. Should we have if a content creator discloses in the video for we'll tackle the many points that she brought up here, but just in general, if a content creator discloses in the video that they have been compensated to do a review,
Mhm.
is that enough for you to just turn it off? You say, hey, I'm gonna skip over this one. Do you hang in there? Do you watch? Do you see what is said? Um, how do you
It
approach that?
it depends, right? So it depends on the level of compensation. So if you tell me that, hey, I got a watch from XYZ company, they loaned me the watch or they gave the watch to me for free,
Hmm.
and they don't have any sort of hand in how I make my contact, whether I'm objective, whether like I like the watch, I don't like the watch. All views are my own and nobody else's.
Yeah.
Then I like then it's okay, because at that point you're saying that, hey, I can speak of the negatives, but if like, and I've seen this multiple times, like like people, so some watch which is very mediocre, I'm not going to name
Mm.
names, because I've seen those watches that wind up, and I've seen the reviews made by all the bigger watch YouTubers in our community. They So how does this go? So this starts with the positive, they go to the negatives, which are not exactly negatives.
Mm.
So like what I've found is most of the watch reviewers, they remain ambiguous,
Hmm.
in their approach. Just, like the brand might not have a lot of reach. They might not have, creative control over you, but many times I've seen that, oh, you know what, this watch is good, like maybe if they had done something in this, in this way, it would have been even better. It's like calling out a negative without actually, it being negative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, uh, people who review watches, many of them are compensated by the brand with the watch, and if you reach a higher status with, financial compensation. I am speculating. Please don't take my word for it, but I have heard from multiple sources that different brands pursue different forms of compensation, and many of them include financial compensation. If you have an affiliate link, you get a discount.
Hmm.
I mean, you get a cut. So as long as that is disclosed to me, I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, I form my own conclusions
Yeah.
for any watch. Like a watch YouTuber is there to help me understand what that watch is if I don't know about it.
Hmm.
But as a whole, I have a very negative view of the world.
Yes.
I I think, to me, everybody lies. Nobody's honest.
Hmm.
I start from the bottom and then go up, like
Hmm.
negative to positive. That's how I am.
Yeah.
So I don't see a lot of YouTubers, unless and until they purchase the watch with their own money,
Yeah.
they're putting in their own cash. It's okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like with this Elizabeth Grant, like I know she's a recent YouTuber and I don't really follow her, but I did watch this 6-minute video. I think the brand overreached by a huge margin, where, like they were offering you freebies, they'll offer you money, they'll offer you kickbacks from the watch, but you have to give complete creative control up.
Hmm.
Like you have to send in the raw footage, like the edits, everything. And I think, and again, like this is a big problem in tech too. Like if you follow all of the major tech reviewers, many of them are not objective, they're
Yeah.
influenced by how money comes in. At the end of the day, it's a business. my,
Yeah.
my favorite YouTuber who does tech stuff is Mr. Mobile, because I have seen him very, being very objective with whatever he's reviewing, and every time he's very honest. Like, hey, Samsung is flying me over to their launch event. I got this TV. I did not get any sort of financial compensation. That tells me that he is afraid that his, of his reputation. He wants to maintain the legacy he has created, right? So problem with watch YouTubers is, especially budding watch YouTubers who, like really like to get into the micro brand space.
Yeah.
And again, like, I'm not singling out micro brands. It's those are the brands who need the most amount of attention. They need the most amount of exposure so that they can, convey to the world that their product is genuine and it's good. So money does come in. Like all these AliExpress watches. You have brand managers sitting over there, telling you, hey, I'll pay you this much, I'll pay you that much. And again, for this, I have proof, and obviously I can't show it to you, but a good watch YouTuber shared screenshots.
Yeah.
So we don't know what goes on in the background.
Yeah.
That I mean, honestly, I really don't care because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, most people don't have integrity. Like if you show that, and like you will see comments from big YouTubers on this thread.
Yeah.
They have integrity? To me, hell no. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Well,
is, it's like, her bringing it to the surface that, hey, Borealis, like kind of put it out there, and I was really unhappy.
yeah. Yeah. Well, let's catch up with the chat, and then and I will share an experience which I've shared before uh, about doing a review for a brand. But let's catch up in here. And then let's first, guy, I don't agree with the watch company wanting all your video or alternating the review, etc. However, I think the video she made was clickbait. She shit on someone's livelihood to build her own brand. Um, yeah, I mean, look, I think, I think it was a little bit of a clickbaity, title. But it is not. It is a discussion. It's a discussion worth having, right? So and people do make a living off of YouTube, and they had to be compensated in certain ways. It's just we just need more transparency, I think. Um, let's see here. He's following up. I think it was crap on her part. Just don't do business with them. Yes, but I think having a conversation, maybe perhaps not necessarily naming the brand. I mean, I don't know. I don't know here, Deb. I don't know. Was it? Do you think it was
Well,
overreach on her part by naming the brand, like, or or is it a worthy discussion to just
honestly, what if I were a public, figure? I had my own YouTube channel. What I would have done is not name the brand.
hmm yeah.
I would discuss that this happened with a brand. Um,
Well, I
but
think she felt emboldened to name the brand because of that after that scene, that Average Joe video, right?
yeah, but average Joe, um, did you really want me to go there? Like this guy, and again, like these are screenshots all over the Facebook groups. Average Joe reached out to Borealis Watches, asked for a free watch. Borealis said no. Then he got, angry and mad. And then, do you know how many, subscribers I have? I reviewed, like they'll all, boycott your brand. After that, if he comes out with a video saying that, hey, Borealis did this to me, did that to me, I'm like, dude, it's the pot calling the kettle black. Please back off the line, sir. I don't care who you are. Yeah.
Underachieving watch collector saying, "I'll bet Elizabeth had the same deal with Rolex." Um, Rick, thank you for the super chat. Help Elizabeth get her hairstyle. Oh, you guys are
Oh,
terrible.
I mean, for her, this was a perfect PR campaign.
Yeah.
Like this, riles up the community. Like she becomes a divisive figure. Uh, like or darling, depending on who which way you look at it. And her videos keep going up, like the views. That's
Mhm.
how it is, right? Yeah.
Um, if Mac talks, and if I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it correctly or not, but I think it's IV Mac talks. Honestly, only watch reviews for the info and not the perspective, so I don't mind. Um, Amin says, okay to say this is a sponsored video. I got paid to make it. Don't call it a review. Rick agreeing it. Joe agrees with Amin. It is business at the end of the day. Neo says, what if watch reviewers had three outcomes from their review? Smash the watch with a hammer or and return it, give it away, and keep it. I could follow that system. In full disclosure, my appearance in this chat is sponsored by Ahmed Sells Drafts. Uh, Kevin S. is saying any compensation, and I'm very skeptical. It's all just advertisement after that. Underachieving watch collector by now. Jo, just another JOW,
Just one
just one
more
more watch. I'm sorry.
watch.
Probably owns a percentage of AliExpress. Yeah, he's another one, right? I mean, he came out with a video that's Shuja's video, that a video that Amin and you talked about over the weekend. A watch that looked exactly like the Zenith, right? and 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 Jody mentioned that he was compensated by the watch, with a watch, right? I mean, he did disclose that, right?
It
Or
is. I
yeah,
mean, I think he said I did not watch the video because obviously I couldn't be bothered. But I think he got like the free sample. Like they
yeah,
told him, hey, you can keep the watch.
yeah, and probably a little bit more. He's got a big channel. He probably got anyway.
Yeah, I mean. For some reason, if even if you don't subscribe to these YouTubers, YouTube's algorithm keeps popping them up. So
Yeah. The only review you can completely trust is Engineer Wannabe. I would recommend the channel. Um,
and you.
Engineer Wannabe is, yeah, Sanjay is top shelf and he pays well. uh, well, so let me just jump in. Like, so I had an experience when I my channel was a little younger. I had maybe just over 1,000 subs, and I was approached by a brand via I guess this person was a distributor for the brand, right? And it was just a very gimmicky kind of watch. And they wanted to talk to me. They wanted to send me a watch and for a review, so I could just do a review on my channel, of course. And I spoke to them, and I'm like, so what do you want from me? And they were like, we'll send you a watch. Um, you can keep the watch. You just we want you to do a review. And I'm like, well, I'll take the watch as long as you're okay with me giving it away to one of my subscribers, and as long as you're okay with me saying whatever I want to say about the watch. And they were like, fine, we're good with that. We're totally good with that. Having said that, right, I still feel that I held back in the review. Honestly, like I felt like, I mean, the watch was not great. It was not great. It was very badly made, um, and uh, and it was just like something that I would never ever wear. And I was having a hard time trying to find something positive to say, highlighting a little some of the negatives, but in a very probably diplomatic way. And I felt like I definitely held back from what I really wanted to say, just because I felt some sort of obligation, even though the brand didn't relay any obligation, right? They said do the review. They didn't say we want your footage. Didn't say that we wanted to see it before you put it out. Um, but I just still felt like some sense that I just had to be nice, right? And that's the last time I've ever done anything in collaboration with a brand. I've been approached a couple of times. I don't seek it out. I don't go and try to communicate with brands, because most of the brands that will probably be receptive to me in my small channel are brands that I would not wear. You know what I mean? And the reviews that I do, right, are watches that I pretty much either buy, or somebody who is great friends with the channel will lend me so I can do a review. And even in that case, sometimes when somebody lends me a watch, I kind of feel like I pull some punches, but most of the time I don't. Most of the time, like, I'm given free reign, and that person trusts me and I trust them, that they're going to be okay with whatever I say. But I don't feel easy about it, right? And so that'll probably cost me some money, down the road, or free watches to give away to my subscribers. But at least I feel better about myself. You know what I mean?
See, I'll give you the example of my friend Beans and Bezel. So he used
Yeah,
to do watch reviews before. It was a hobby of his, and many times, like you, he would buy the watch, and
yeah.
sometimes he'd ask for a loaner. And never, I don't think he has had maybe one or two instances where this sort of thing happened, but he just said no and moved on. Um, and he's hypercritical, so
Hmm.
he doesn't hold back. So a big brand, I'm not going to name the brand. He got a loaner, and this brand is a darling of the micro brand world. Everybody loves it.
Hmm.
Their watches are released and sells out in seconds or minutes. So he said, he was overtly critical with the watch, and then they stopped sending him loaners, which is fine, right? But at least, he's somebody I can trust because I know him personally, and I see how he is, right? Like it's difficult too. Like if you are
Hmm.
somebody who wants to turn this side gig into a full-time hustle, you have to sell out.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people
Mm.
in this hobby for you to get a million subscribers, or you to get a million likes and views. That's the unfortunate truth.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only way you can sidestep that, because there's a lot of like a lot of channels, big channels who don't do reviews, right? I mean, like Paul, like somebody like Paul Thorpe, right? I mean, when does he do reviews, or is it just basically just like
Yeah, but
topic videos?
Paul is a different animal. He's all about the community and him
Yeah,
looking out for everybody. Well,
yeah,
him and everybody. Uh, I think, like for example, let's take Teddy Baldessar's
yeah,
reviews. They're
yeah,
very positive.
yeah,
Like they always tell a story. It's
yeah,
good. Like you
yeah,
want. He's one of the very few watch
yeah,
YouTubers I feel like sitting down and watching. But have you seen, like, he takes very good pictures,
yeah,
like A great level pictures.
yeah. He's got a great crew
So
working.
many videos where the watches are in bad condition, like you can see
Yeah,
scratches
yeah,
on the dials, on the hands. Does he highlight anything? No, because
yeah,
it's a partnership, right?
yeah,
He has reached that point in his career and his YouTube life that it's a partnership for him, and
yeah,
it's not truly an objective review.
yeah,
It's a 70% objective review.
yeah. But I feel like we give him more of a pass, don't we? Do we give him more of a pass than some
I,
people?
I think I think he gets more of a pass than let's say TGV does.
Yeah,
Again, this is just me and my small group of friends. I don't really care about the other
yeah,
people out there.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
even Talking Hands. What's his name? Andrew
yeah,
Morgan.
yeah,
Watch
yeah,
fine
yeah,
with him. Sometimes like the videos really highlight
yeah,
like the flaws, but his channel is different. It's two things in his channel: one, clickbait;
yeah,
two, story time.
yeah,
Gather round, kids.
yeah,
So you know you pick and choose which one you want to watch.
yeah. Chesterberg at Bobby Legs will be sponsored by Seiko soon. I'm thinking, oh man, but Deb, I bought another Seiko today. I bought another Seiko today. I mean, not this one. This one came in, but I bought another Seiko today. Oh man, and we'll do like I'll probably have it by the end of the weekend, and we'll talk about it later. But I think I did good, right? You think I did good, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's very good. I was tempted myself. I have to pay for something tomorrow,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Rick saying the royalty checks from my Watchbox video is funding my new watch every week. Yeah, right. That was awesome though. If you guys have a chance, search Watchbox library, and Rick's appears on there talking about his paddocks and paddocks in general. James Escobar, transparency does build trust. Absolutely right. I totally agree with that. Um, Calibre, I hear Seiko and Long Island Watch are in a bidding war to sponsor Bobby Legs. Hey, did you see the new release by Long Island Watch today? A
yeah,
titanium dive watch.
he's going up market.
Did
Polish
you?
those edges out.
Yeah. Did you notice that no discount? I mean, it's like
Oh man,
the
that's
yeah,
a premium product right there.
yeah.
I can't discount titanium. Like my margins are razor thin. Like it's like $300 margin for every watch.
Bobby saying Wilson has elevated the Borealis to an FB Journe ambassador in a few weeks. Truly a wonderful story. Um, where is Wilson tonight? He's here. He's here. Um, Kevin S is saying she baited Borealis into that proposition so she can make this expose video.
See,
Yeah.
the other thing which
Mm,
kind of looked a bit judgy and preachy is at the end. She called out YouTubers who does that.
hmm
Who is
hmm
she?
Yeah.
To tell other YouTubers what to do. Like you and I, we are talking, right? We are expressing an opinion, but
Yeah.
all right, I don't
Yeah.
watch. I did not know she existed before this video propped up on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I think you're right. I mean, like, who is she? I mean, like, 43 videos. She hasn't been around that long. I mean, like, but at some point, like, so what? I mean,
no,
like,
I
she.
did not mean who is she. Like as a YouTuber. Like I'm saying,
Mm.
you are no one to judge anybody else, right?
Ah, okay. I
Right.
gotcha.
Like
I
I'm
got.
not saying, who did this girl, who is this girl, with no objective reviews. I'm like, no, 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 not like that. Like I just wanted to clear that up, so
Mm.
I don't want to be canceled. Please don't
No,
cancel
no,
me.
no, no, no. Yeah, no, nobody's canceling you, Dip. James Duffy saying, I think candor is part of Elizabeth Grant's brand, and I agree with the call for transparency. So I have no problem with her video. Yeah, before I knock her, yeah, James, I should watch some more of her videos. But anyway, this one was a big topic today, and I wanted to talk about it. Let's see what else is going on here on the chat. Michael B is here. Um,
I,
Hans, yeah,
I think once you like, I think this watch drama suits you or anybody. Like, not I don't mean you
yeah,
specifically,
yeah.
but anybody who is new into the watch game. Like after like 2 or 3 years of being in the game, and like if you're moving up, this is just fluff. Like I think at least for me, I mean, if I watch a YouTube review, I do it to either support the channel. I don't get anything extra from it. Like there's so
Hmm.
much information out there. It's just these are just fluff. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. How do you watch people? How do you, Hans Wilsdork, how are you? Amin saying, I'm catching up with the chat. I know the chat's been, I'm behind here. Anytime Dibs says, I really need that intern. I really need that intern. He's not around tonight. Or maybe he was, but I really got that in, I really got that get that intern working for me. Anytime Dib says, "Do you really want me to go there?" Yes, Dib, we do. Um, Justin R, did we just have a proposition to have Gallagher, RIP, conduct a watch reviews with a Sledge-O-Matic?
Like I don't get the reference. I'm not American.
Well, okay. I mean, so Gallagher was like this like comedian in the 70s, and his like big
Okay.
shtick was he would bring out a watermelon and just like
Hmm.
smash it with a big hammer and it'll get in the crowd. I never seen anything by that's all I know of Gallagher. Literally, I mean and then he had a brother who did the same thing, same act, and they didn't talk to each other for years, and now one of the Gallagher uh, brothers is dead. Isn't Oasis? Don't they aren't they Gallagher brothers too? No.
You're asking the wrong person.
Oh, I don't know. I thought because you love English football that you would know about Oasis. I don't know
I
why I
mean,
thought that.
I know Oasis and I like the songs, but I don't remember the names. I'm bad with names.
Okay, okay, all right. Time. Let's focus on what's important. I think her hair is nice. Uh, let's see what everybody's talking about. I mean, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, you guys are so critical. Um, yeah, let's just put another picture here. Where was the other one when she was? Okay, right there on the computer. Okay. Um, nope, that's random Rob's Borealis. It's borrowed. No contact with Borealis. Okay, I think I sorry, I just jumped down to that one. I apologize. Um, Neil says, how often do you get a watch to review better than what you already have? Would you really give up wrist time to an inferior watch? Well, it depends on like, what is your motivation as a content creator, right? I mean, you have to create content, right? And I wish I was like talented enough just to do like topic videos all the time because first of all, I wouldn't have to coordinate getting watches in from friends and whatnot, and I wouldn't have to stress over that. But for me, it's just it's easy to create content, and some of the watches are I wouldn't say like inferior, but I mean like they're just different, you know. I don't know if that answered your question, Neil. I don't know if that was directed to me per se, but James says, did other channels do the same as she did with other brands? Didn't other channels do the same with her? Yeah, I think there's probably been a little bit of some videos out there about calling out brands for some practices and other YouTubers on with shady practices. Amin says Elizabeth went out of her way to say she didn't blame Borealis for trying, but that YouTubers who agree to those terms should be ashamed. That's a good point, Amin. She did go out of her way to say that we shouldn't blame Borealis, but then at the same time, she blamed YouTubers, or they should be ashamed for agreeing to the terms. It sounds like a little bit like look. I mean, this is one side of the story, right, Deb? I mean, like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the Borealis side of this was. Um, so I would like to hear what they have to say because this is not the first time something's up gone. I mean, you have the average Joe video and that interaction. Um, Something's going on there with Borealis, right?
Maybe they are not, getting enough people to buy their watches. Who knows? It's a tough business. It's a tough
It is a tough business.
space, like four, $500, $600. So you try what you can, to make the company successful. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Adrian Barker was smart and held out for a ski vacation.
Oh yeah, dude's a legend. Like he's my
Yeah.
hero. You know.
He worked his way into being a judge, right, at the GPHG or
I think
a type of judge, not like an official
I,
judge,
I
right?
I think Adrian is almost untouchable now. He is like I. He's almost like watch British royalty. No, and I'm being very serious
Yeah.
because uh, I mean wind up. You had a couple of the British brands, who came,
Yeah.
Christopher Watt,
Yeah.
Fairer, among the bigger ones. Uh, in the micro brand boutique watch, whatever you want to call it. The way they talked about him, he has reached like god level there.
Oh,
You can't say
interesting.
shit about him. You're gonna get burned. So I'm just gonna say he's a nice guy.
Yeah. To his credit, I mean, like his videos are visually extremely well done, you know. Um,
Yeah, I mean, his videos are extremely well done. Cinematography is
yeah.
excellent, but you don't
Yeah.
really learn anything. You sit down,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like
Hmm.
there's no objectivity to the review.
Yeah.
There's good pictures. Hey, I want to learn from him, but that's about it.
Kevin S. saying these companies know that most YouTubers will hold back and try and find a few positives if they give you something for free. Basic psychology at work. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Bobby is a sellout. No, Kevin. Come on. Come on, Kevin. I am not a sellout. I am a sellout. You're right. I am. Neo, even if you are not into knives, watch Nick Shabazz just to see how he reviews something. He is also into watches and reviews it. Nick was one of the first knife channels that I subscribed to, and I didn't know it was a knife channel because the first video I saw of his, he was reviewing a Seamaster, and he's got this voice, and it sounds like put on, but it's kind of entertaining, and then I started watching more, and then I realized, whoa, this guy's into doing knives, and then I started getting into knives because guys like Nick. Um,
I think at this point, watch Watchbox reviews Tim Mosso. He's the
yeah,
goat.
yeah,
He's what I need. He's what I want. I don't need fluff. He goes
yeah,
straight into it. Business done. Bye. The next one is probably your terrific. See, he's not telling me
yeah,
anything I don't know, but he's telling a good
yeah,
story.
yeah.
You
Good
know,
story, and he's funny. I think he's the best. I think
story
he's
and sense of humor. I mean,
yeah,
works with me all the time. Teddy B, if I like the watch, I go. Otherwise, I don't. Andrew Morgan, Watchfinder videos. If it's not clickbaity. The music
yeah.
gets old. It's like 4 years old now, but
So why do we give Tim Masso a break?
like the reason I give Tim Mosso a break is because of his immense knowledge.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, he has a very fine line to draw because his company and him, they sell
Hmm.
watches. They sell pre-owned watches. So they are probably one of the big companies which are setting up the market, which is setting the price. But I respect the man for his knowledge. You know,
Yeah,
you don't need to like
me too.
somebody to watch them or do business with them.
Yeah,
He,
man, I
he,
am. God, I'm sorry.
no, no, he's a one man machine.
He is. He
And
is.
and probably he won't be good in a social setting because he looks like the awkward type.
No,
If
he was great. We met him. We met him in person in last April at
Oh,
Watchbox. He was
nice.
great in a social session setting. You know what I mean? Great. He was very friendly, and he asked us like,
I want to
what
meet him.
watches, huh?
I want to meet him.
Yeah, no, he's a lot. I mean, he's skinny on TV. He's even more skinny. Like I don't like I didn't even see a waist on him. Like that's like what struck me about him. He was drinking Red Bull. I mean, the guy probably weighs 110 pounds soaking wet, and probably
You,
100 of it is brains. You know what I mean?
you feel Paul or Tim, which is the skinnier one?
Uh, Tim,
Oh, wow.
Tim is. I think like I was like looking at him, and he was wearing like a button down shirt, and like I just didn't know where he was weight. I mean, it just felt like there was like an empty space, like a black hole.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I just saw head and like legs, and there was like nothing. Like that, it was just amazing. I couldn't imagine having a waist that small. Like he's got like a size zero. He's got like he must wear women's pants, or like you know like toddler pants. I don't know that are custom fit to
You're
be
telling
long.
me you're telling me he's a size zero and he can walk the Paris fashion show ramp better than the model? They're all size zeros
No,
there.
no, no. I'm not saying he's no model. He's no model for sure. But great, but great guy. Okay, let's moving on. Shout out to Beans. It's Beansy. Nick does sound like a 1940s baseball announcer. You're absolutely right. Anonymous watch. I'll get free watches sometimes too, even as a little guy. I'm just positive about everything in general. I just talk about the watch. You make your decisions. I love every watch. Yeah, I mean, like I'm generally positive too in my reviews, even my own watches or watches that. Well, I would think I'd be positive mostly on the watches that I own because I like them for a reason. But even watches that I'm like kind of iffy on, like I will accentuate the positive because I'm generally positive too. I feel like if I harbor if I focus too much on negatives, then that's just me trying to be controversial. You know what I mean? Like I just want to make people. I just want people to help them make their decisions too about something. Sometimes you do have to get a little negative because you have to point things out. Wilson saying, I see you smiling, Dave. You're probably way ahead of me on the comments. I just watched YouTube take the. Oh, geez, Wilson. Geez, you almost got me to say that bad word. Beans is definitely not the type of guy who is going to eat some watch brands. Okay, all right. Beans does good, do great reviews. When I start my channel, James says, I will never sell out and make any money. Count on it.
Hey, if I start a watch channel, I need to be raking in all the
All
AliExpress
the
money
money. Yeah.
so I can get my Rolex.
Yeah,
That's the
you
way
need
to do it. I'm
you need
I'm telling this right now. I'm in it to sell out. Like if they give me one of those watches with like $50, but they say,
mm,
like all these like all these reviewers,
yeah.
hey, this channel is sponsored by D Brand
Yeah.
or Auto Tempest. I'm there.
I'll be the first one to subscribe to your channel, Dib. Justin say what you will, Archie always shoots you straight on his reviews, but you gotta pay up for it. He certainly does. He certainly does.
He's a man
Um,
of integrity. He doesn't mind begging. That takes guts.
when you start your channel, 100% you will make it. Hey, but it takes a really like I'm still like full disclosure, like I probably am at a point now where I cover my shipping every month from the watches that I borrow and send out from YouTube, which is great, which is great, and then anything extra is gravy. Um, Wilson, he wants to become a nail polish review tuber. I could just use some free shellac. Okay. Um, Joey Square, I still love my misaligned bezels. Oh, good for you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, misaligned bezels is all right. Depends. Depends. Um, oh, Dib, you're on the chat. Um, where's Gary? Yeah. Anonymous fuck chat.
OG, just a disclaimer. OG Gary did show up, so it is a real Gary. He's
Oh,
here.
okay. I missed it. I must have missed him.
You're way up. You're way up. You need to
Okay.
like jump a few.
Okay. Anonymous fuck chat. I did pick up a titanium islander. Well, anonymous fuck chat. I look forward to your review. Nate Dogg, this whole deal is just like the world right now. Way too many snowflakes. It's a business. Make your own decisions at the end of the day. All right. All right. Um,
Without snowflakes, you would not get avocado toast.
that's that's true. That's true. Uh, just another saying. So yeah, how about them Seiko numbers? SGBW2323. Oh, wowzers. Hey, Gary Porsche. What's going on? How you doing? Um, 500-meter relay must have been delayed. Someone pee in the pool?
Even I
Hmm,
missed that.
I missed that one. Ears are burning. Did Justin, did you pee in the pool? Hans is saying, honestly, she out herself in a corner because she put herself in a corner because now she will be expected. So only review watches she owns and brands may not want to work with her. Yeah, yeah, perhaps. Um, Gary Porsche, this chat is wicked cool. Please don't make me go in the Bobby Legs Discord. Well, you know, if you want access, um, Noel and Liam Gallagher. Yeah, they're Gallaghers too. What's with that? What's with the what's with the bloomin' onion hair? Ah, okay.
No, I'm not going to speak anything about that. It's a choice. She made the bed.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Kevin S. Thoughts on the socks this year, Gary? They are wicked good for sure. I don't know what's going
There's an imposter Gary and there's a real Gary. You're still
on.
talking,
I'm
Kevin
still
and
talking
I'm
to.
still talking about the imposter.
Okay. Floyd Morrison, TGV always claims that his reviews are not biased, but that was donkeys years ago. So, ciao bella viva Italiano.
But here's the thing, like if you really take out all the fluff
Yeah,
from a TGV video, he never says anything negative. Like just look at it, like his negatives are disguised in a positive manner. So he's not being overtly critical to any watch. So I mean, again, he makes up a good story. If you want to sit with his little dinosaur, stick, please feel free. But it's just no.
Bruno saying, I'd like to see someone start a review channel reviewing watch reviewers. Bruno, I think you got a calling here. Go start doing some reviews of reviewers. Give them a grade. Like a Consumer Reports or something like that. That'd be awesome. Triple A rated YouTuber. Or like junk bonds, like like a B rating or a C. For bad YouTubers. I think that'd be a great idea, dude. Um, with all respect, a former couch mover isn't going to teach me more about watches than books. Hmm.
I don't know who that is, but yeah, I mean, make your own decisions, right?
Yep, yep. Adrian is a YouTuber. I had completely forgot about that. Um, keep in mind, Maso never says a bad thing about a watch, but he is an encyclopedia. Yeah, I think that's to
Yeah,
the point where what Dib was saying.
Mosso, you're not looking for an objective review
Yeah,
from Mosso. It's all about the information, you know.
yeah. Dib, you're wicked smart. Um, I think Gary should start his own channel. Oh, Gary, all the time. Hey, what's up, Neri? How you doing? Uh, Tim Masso says, "Trust me, and I won't f you over," and he backs that up. Um, so Tim Masso is actually Thin Masso. Uh, yeah, yeah. It's pretty funny, man. Gary is disappointing me. We need more fashion reviews. Okay. Tib, I think you'd be good at fashion reviews. Bobby's talking about women's pants, wicked cool. Okay. Um, agree about Tim. It is refreshing because so many other channels are all opinions passing off personal preference and objectivity. Tim so sold out. Porsche Man 911 SC. Evening, guys. Sorry again for the late join. How's
It's
everybody
the
doing?
real Gary. That's the
That's
real
the real
Gary.
Gary. Awesome. We got the real Gary. Dropkick Murphys are just the best. Hope to see them in Fenway this summer. Wicked awesome. Um, Amin is saying Tim sometimes says a movement finish is as good as it gets or has anglage a mile wide when he knows damn well this isn't true. All right.
I think I'm not qualified enough to understand how much anglage is good or bad. So that's a level above me, you know.
Um, Greg S is saying, "Hey Gary, what year is your Porsche?" And Kevin, it feels better now that Gary's here.
Oh man, Kevin must have been, sad, like weeping. He probably had a towel or like a big handkerchief because Gary wasn't here. Now he's all smiles.
Yeah.
Man was a crabby dude early in the stream. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. I'm saying I'm dissing everyone today except for Sanjay, and you're terrific. Yeah. Sanjay gets no, nobody should diss Sanjay. Sanjay's a good guy. 78, 87, and 89. Kevin saying, was it Departed the best movie ever? I think so. What letter does your last name start with? Um, okay.
It's all about knowing Gary, you know.
Okay. Chaz is saying, I think the model for ethical YouTube has to be Random Rob. You know, Chaz, you've been writing this stuff all throughout the chat, and I was avoiding it. And possible TP, but you got me on this one. TPG, it's too close to call, really. Kevin
Uh,
S. Um, I'm a big Yankees fan, but hope to catch a game of Fenway this summer.
yeah, I'm not gonna touch random Robs. Like he does what he wants. Good for him.
Okay. Greg, Gary is here. Awesome, Gary. We have been waiting for you. Thanks for coming in here. Any friend of Deech is welcome. Here, here. Um, let's see here. We'll catch up and then we'll wrap it up very soon, Dib. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Which was the better movie, Goof Hunting or the bar? Tough call for sure. Um, okay. Who's the fake Gary, I wonder? Has to be someone we know. Kevin, again, weren't we all just a little bit sad when when they caught Whitey Bulger? I was kind of rooting for the kid from Southie.
Complete. I'm like lost.
Yeah, Whitey Bulger was a like an was he mob? I guess he was a mob figure, organized crime figure, and disappeared for years and was on the run, and they caught him like 20 or 30 years after. Um, Something to that effect. Oh, here's Maribel. Joey B, imagine if a local hairstylist offered Liz the free, oh geez, style. If you guys get me every time. If she shot a video with her new do, I bet Liz is complaining. compiling all the video scraps to send them now.
Hey, at the end of the day, all it, I really don't care about Borealis enough to
Yeah,
really give a S. You know,
yeah,
I'll still buy a Seiko. I'll still call it Seiko a shitter. I'll happily own shitters. Like I sometimes rile people up because I call watches shitters.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care. You know,
yeah. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You have your own
no, no.
opinion.
People take this hobby too seriously
Too
sometimes,
seriously.
and
Yeah, yeah,
at that point, you derive the maximum pleasure by annoying that person or persons.
yeah. Underachieving watch. I miss watch. I do too. I do too. It was just um, it was a lot of work for Sanjay and I to do. I mean, be to get prepared to do a stream. Imagine being prepared for a stream, but we really had to for that show. And I think every once in a while, like like wouldn't it be nice just to get together for bring back the band together with Sanjay and do it once in a while? But we might do that. We might do that. I've kind of approached him about that. It's just a matter of getting the timing down. But I think he'd be game for like once in a while doing a watch soup on a Sunday night. Um, who is this Gary Porsche guy? Hey Aiden, how you doing? Welcome. Dib needs to review rom-coms. I'm there for it when he does. You were watching something the other night. What was it called?
Uh, I am Otto. I
I
think
Am
I just
Auto.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Tom Hanks is in it. Or
Oh yeah,
oh, sorry, A Man Called Otto.
A
Yeah,
Man Called Auto. There you go.
that's a good movie.
Um, okay. Rampart. Nice to see everyone is doing well. Can't believe February is almost upon us. Stay safe and always be watching time. Well, thank you. Thank you. That was very nice of you, Rampart. Um, Time to get rid of. Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't even realize. Yeah, let's get rid of the. I didn't realize how long that had been up there. Um, Porsche man. Well, the real Gary is wearing the Explorer 2 165. Oh, yeah, very nice watch, man. Love that watch.
Did you
Um,
want to do a little bit of watch news?
well,
The,
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
all right.
I may save the watch news for Friday. I'm just trying to catch up here because this is cracking me up. Chaz is saying watches take some Triactin and reboot Watch Soup. Will do. Will do. Why not? Yeah, bring back Watch Soup. Says Time Hill. The menu was also excellent.
Yes.
Big Riss, I feel like you mentioned that like the other day. Like you really liked that movie. I think it was you. I think on Friday you mentioned the menu. Um, I have to check that out. Well, Div, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
no,
We should
no.
have done new stuff that came out this week, but we'll save it for Friday if you're around and want to join us. And hopefully I heard we have a wolf in town in North America, and hopefully he'll join us. I think he might be suffering with a little bit of jet lag. Um, Bruno saying bed. I have 2 more hours of Apocalypse Now to watch. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't start that movie on a weekday. No,
Long
man.
movie.
Yeah, it's a long movie, great movie, but I'd wait for a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. Um, James is saying he loves the menu. Um, anyone who still follows me. Yeah, James has got a pretty good IG if you want to see food. It's I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it, but I'm hungry every time I see a picture come up. Thanks, Amin. Appreciate it. Uh, Dib, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Great discussion. Love your take. You're always welcome, and really, really appreciate you coming on. Chat, thank you so much for supplying some good humor and discussion tonight. Really do appreciate it. Dib, any plans over the next couple days? Anything on your radar?
Well, we'll see. I mean, my situation. I paid money
Yeah,
for a bunch of watches, and I'm waiting on them. So hopefully, getting at least one. in Jan at least. I don't
Yeah,
know. God
yeah,
knows, but we'll see.
yeah. Well, I hope all your watches come in soon, and the watches you want and wish for come in soon as well. Um, guys, have a good one. We'll see you on Friday. Take care.
Yeah.
Good night.
Stay tuned for Gary Con.
Yeah. Good night.